Hello, hello. Welcome to the Make Your Studio Facebook page. I'm Cheryl and I create over on the Home I'm Making Facebook page. So this morning I want to show you something that we've had in our Make Your Studio product line for a while, but they are clear stamps. So if you have never worked with clear stamps before, I'm going to show you exactly how to use them. So this is one of the packs and designs that we have called wreath section. So I'm going to show you how to use them today. So don't forget, a Maker Studio always gives away the product after this live airs. So what happens is all you have to do is tag 3 friends and share this to your Facebook page and you will be in the giveaway for this particular clear stamp package. So there's quite a few designs that they have in the clear stamp product line, and this is one that is all wreath sections. So they're kind of on a curve so you can make a wreath out of them. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today with this, but let me just show you the stamp first. Comes in a little clear sleeve, and then what you have is a pack of stamps, and it has a backing on it that you can remove. Now, once you remove that backing, all of your stamps are on another clear backing. I do suggest keeping them on the backing. They're much more easier to handle when they're on the backing, and I'll show you what. Now, you would cut these out in all the sections that they are. So let me show you. And I would leave it, instead of taking the stamp off of here, leave it on this backing. It'll be much more easy to manipulate when you're applying it to your surface. So I'm going to take off 2 of these today and show you what I'm going to do with these. So I just cut them out. I still have the clear backing on it. So for those of you that are just popping on, I'm showing you how to use the clear stamps. And this is such a fabulous pack of stamps. So we have a bunch of different ones. I want to show you something that I've already done with it. I mixed, this is a vintage icon pack stencil that has this design in it, which is a B. So I paired it with the #1 alphabet stencil and I made this sign, Be Kind. And then I had also, in a project, just taken terracotta saucers for the bottom of a terracotta pot, painted them with the one-step paint, and I used a stamp from the antler and branches pack of clear stamps, and then I just added some dots. So I have done some projects with them over on my page, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. So first thing I'm going to do is I got this platter from Hobby Lobby. So I am going to mix up some stain, and this is the English walnut stain. I'm just going to add a little bit to this other container, and I'm going to add some water. Now, the stain does come in these containers. I just like to transfer them to the little ones so it's more manageable, because sometimes I have a problem opening the container, and that's because I'm not strong enough. So I like to add it to a little container. So here I'm just going to add a little bit into this cup, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. I'm going to mix it, and this is my favorite color of stain that we have in the gel stain line, and it's the English walnut. Again, if you add water to it, it usually comes out just a little bit lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a foam brush, I'm going to dip it in here, and I'm just going to apply it to this surface. And this is just a regular piece of wood that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it just happens to be a platter. So once I get the area that I'm applying the stain to on there, I'm just going to wipe it off. And it does dry pretty quick. It also shows the wood grain so much better with the stain. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and go around the perimeter with the gel stain. If you have never used stain, this is a gel stain and it's so easy to work with. Again, if you're just popping on, I'm about to show you how to use our clear stamps. I'm just prepping a surface to apply them to. So again, see all that grain from the stain? Let me just get this. And then I'm going to do the bottom real quick. I am going to take a heat gun just to speed up the process of this drying. Now normally it dries pretty quick because it is a water-based product, but because we have to hurry up on this live, just going to take a heat gun and real quickly just, I think I actually missed a little spot right here. Just hit a heat gun to it real quick so that I can proceed with the rest of the project. So again, if you're hopping on, I'm about to show you how to create with the clear stamps from the Maker Studio. And also, we do have a giveaway today. We will be giving away the pack of clear stamps that I will be using. And all you have to do is tag 3 friends and share this tutorial to your Facebook page, and you will be in the running for the stencil. Excuse me, not the stencil, the stamps. So this is another product that we have in the Maker Studio line, and it's the stamps, and they are fun to create with. Again, I created these little beauties over here using them. And we got a bunch of different ones that have different unique designs. Again, I am using the wreath section one that you can make your own wreaths in a project, and I'll show you how in a second. I'm gonna need a little bit more of the gel stain. I'm also using a Maker Studio gel stain in the English walnut color, and I just add a little bit of water to it in another container, and I mix that up, and that's what I'm using on here. I like, sometimes if I want the color a little bit lighter, it's when I add water, but you normally do not have to add any water to the stain. And because it is a water-based product, you can add water to it, so that's even better. Don't be afraid of using stain in your decor pieces that you DIY. It's so easy, very easy to work with, and very rewarding. Again, I'm just taking a lint-free rag that I am brushing over it when I get it onto my surface. I need a little bit more. That's the good thing. I just keep adding it to a separate cup from the original container, and then I add a little bit of water to it and then mix it up. A little bit more water in there. And again, I'm going to be showing you how to use the stamps as soon as I get this surface completely covered with the stain. Okay, so I think I did it. I think I got it completely covered. Let me see, I'll go over it just to check. Again, I'm just wiping the surface down. And if you just hopped on, I did get this particular surface at Hobby Lobby, and I just stained it with the English walnut stain. I am going to hit it with the heat gun again, just to make sure it is completely dry. So again, don't forget to tag 3 friends and share this video to your Facebook page so you can be in the drawing for the stamp pack that I'm using today. and then I will show you how we use our stamps. We're always showing you the stencils, but I'll show you the stamps today. And I have created quite a few projects with the stamps over on my page. Like I said, I created this. This is a bee stamp in our vintage icon bee pack or stamp pack, and I paired it with the #1 alphabet stencil. So it says be kind. And then these I made, and I used the antler and branch stamp package, clear stamp package, and put them on here. And these are just little terracotta saucers that I use as coasters. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I had cut out one of the wreath sections. See this one? It has a lot of detail in it. It's got like a little bud and some leaves. So what I like to do when you're doing a wreath section, whether you're doing it on a board like this or you're doing it on a flat board, now it's meant to be a wreath, so you're going to pair them in order, like in a line, to create a round wreath. That's why they're curved. So what I like to do is I like to mark like where I end and begin with a stencil. So I know this is here, so when I go to apply it, I'll know exactly where to put it. And then I have a little marking there. So I know about where I need my placement to go, so it goes totally around the whole surface. Now I already knew, out of all the ones in the pack, that this was going to be a right fit for the diameter of this particular surface. So since we have longer and short ones of the stencils, of the stamps, I keep saying stencils because I got stencils on my brain, stamps. So obviously if you're making a larger round, you would use these. But basically what you need to do is figure out which one will make the circumference in an even pattern with your stencil. And this is the one I chose. So here's where the fun begins. I am going to put this to the side. I will take a little piece of cardboard and a foam dome brush. We do have those in the Maker Studio line of products. It's a foam dome brush, and these are great for using them on our stamps. So I'll show you what we're going to do. So I have the stamp and I have the backing still on it. Now that's going to give me something to hold on to. That's why don't peel them off the backing. So keep it on the backing. And again, I peeled off the original clear layer. Okay, so this gives me something to hold on to, this little piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this is the Bauhaus Buff paint in a Maker Studio. So I'm going to lift and put my foam dome brush in there, but I'm going to offload it. So basically I'm going to get a lot of the paint off of it after I dip it in there, and I'm offloading it onto a piece of cardboard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently touch the surface of this stamp, and I don't want to get it on the sides, I just want to get it on the top. So just be mindful, and you're just going to go in an up and down motion on the top of the stamp with the one-step paint. And I'm also, like I said, using a foam dome brush. So once I could see that all of my paint is on the top of the stamp, now I can transfer it, okay? So remember the lines that I made in this particular surface. I'm going to line them up, and that's where I'm going to press it down. So what you want to do is press it down, get it on the surface, and on one side hold it, and then just press it down so that it releases the paint onto the surface. Now the good thing is, the reason why I left the backing on it is that's what I'm going to use to pull it up, and it's going to release. See how fabulous that is? So what I'm going to do the same process over and over until I complete it around the whole entire surface. Again, if you measure out where it goes and you pair it up with the right angle of wreath stencil, you can make a round wreath using the stamps. Again, I'm just going to tap it on the top with a foam dome brush dipped in the Bauhaus Buff one-step paint, and then offload. The only thing you be mindful of when you put it down is not to move it after you put it down, because you don't want it to smear. So all I'm doing is pressing it so that the paint releases itself onto the surface. And remember the backing, that's what I'm going to pick it up from. Beautiful, isn't that? I love the contrast between the one-step paint and the stain color that I chose so that it shows up really well. Again, I'm probably going to get 4 passes with this wreath circumference on this surface. So again, just up and down motion, only on the top. And here I go again. Just measuring where I want it to go. Hold it down so it doesn't move and just press it. And it'll release the paint onto the surface. And then lift it from the backing and you got, isn't that beautiful? I got one more section to do and then I just DIY'd with the clear stamps a beautiful serving platter, or even you can put a bunch of candles in the center of this and use it as a centerpiece on your dining room table. Now remember, I measured this out, so I pretty much know where it needs to go. Again, make sure it doesn't move and just pat it down, holding one side and moving so that everything touches the surface. And lift it with the backing. There you go. What do you think of this project using those stamps? Isn't that absolutely fabulous? I love the stamps. Again, so much detail in these stamps and some beautiful designs that we have. So I just want to show you something real quick using the gel art ink. Now I use the one-step paint paired with the clear stamps. I want to show you quickly how you can use the gel art ink. So I'm just going to take a little dish that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use one of our little stamps. And again, take another piece of cardboard, another foam dome brush, and some gel art ink. So the gel art ink, I'm going to just put some onto the wood, and then I'm going to get my foam dome brush into that gel art ink, and I'm going to cover the whole base of the foam dome brush, and then I'm going to offload it. Okay, so once you get it in your dome, offload it. So what I'm going to do is I have this little cutout from the wreaths, or the, I keep wanting to say stencils, the stamps, and I'm going to do the same process, but with the gel art ink. Just put it on the surface of the stamp, and then you're going to transfer it to your surface. So I use the one-step paint and I use the gel art ink the same exact way. So you could use either one of those products with the clear stamps. Again, just pressing down, and since I have that backing on there still, it's going to give me something to lift up from. See how sweet that is? Simple and easy. So I hope this inspires you to use these clear stamps from a Maker Studio. Another thing I want to show you, the foam dome brushes, you can wash in the water and they're reusable, and so are these stamps. So all you would do is go run these underwater. You can manipulate your hand to get all the product off of them, and they will be forever be able to be used. It's not like a stencil, it's plastic, and just remove the product from the stamp and they're reusable. So here's 2 simple, sweet projects that I did. This is the little wooden platter with the gel stain in English walnut with the Bauhaus buff stamped on there with the wreath, and then this little cutie done with the gel art ink. So I hope this inspires you to use these stamps. So don't forget to tag 3 friends and share this tutorial so you can be in the giveaway contest to win these stamps. So again, go look in the up in the catalog of A Maker Studio, and you'll see all the different stamps collections we have. This one is the wreath one. So like I said, it can make a wreath on anything, on any of your projects. So go ahead and enjoy these stamps. And thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day.